Easy now. Check it. I is here with none other than my man, Professor James Ziegler. Him was the head of something called the IMS, which stands for the Immigration
Naturalization
Society.
Service.
Wicked. What is Homeland Security?
Homeland Security is about protecting the individuals in the country from forces that may come in and try to do harm, such as terrorists.
Could it be possible to work with the terrorists to say, yo, here's a building that we're going to demolish anyway. Go, have your fun with it, do whatever you want, but just don't do the other ones.
Well, that will not work with a terrorist.
Why not?
Because the terrorists, you say, okay, here's an old building, we're gonna demolish. You go have your fun with it.
Do it.
That doesn't achieve their purpose.
So, Professor, does you think that terrorists will use aeroplanes again?
I think they would like to.
Why does you let them fly on the same planes as normal passengers? Why don't you arrange separate flights for terrorists, so if they is gonna do this terrible behavior, let them ruin their own trip?
Well, listen, if we knew they were terrorists, we'd pick them up. We'd never let them on an airplane.
Let's talk about in the airports. You know those machines that beep when you've got coins in your pocket? Why don't they develop a machine that beeps if you was carrying a gun?
Well, it does too. A gun will also set it off, or a knife.
But them is mainly designed for coins and keys, isn't it?
No. It's designed for guns and knives and objects that could be weapons.
Does they use dogs in airports?
For explosive devices.
Ain't the problem, though, that 99% of dogs can't speak English? So how does they let you know who is carrying a bomb?
Well, dogs are trained to give indications.
How?
Well, they will sit and point, for example.
How does he know they ain't pointing to say this one definitely ain't got a bomb in it?
Well, they don't. They're trained to only respond to a certain smell.
How come there ain't much security on trains?
Well, for one thing, it's kind of hard to hijack a train and run it into something.
But what's to stop a terrorist taking over a train, driving it into, God forbid, the White House?
They can't. There are no tracks.
Well,
there are no tracks to the White House.
Not that we know of.
No, they're not.
How does he know they ain't been building one?
The White House is so protected, there's no way of building tracks to the White House with the Secret Service and all the barriers that are around it.
Well, you'd have to have someone in on it, on the inside, innit?
But they would have to build them on
someone who was like,
No, even that. They'd have to build them on top of the ground, and they'd have to go right to the White House. There's no way of being on the inside of that.
How difficult is it to get a green card?
A Brit marries an American, let's say. You can get a green card, but you're going to have to wait for 2 years.
If you ain't managed to marry an American, but you is got jiggy with like loads of them, can you still get a green card?
No.
No, but if you is does you understand?
I understand exactly what you're saying. The
real?
answer is no. Family relationships are very important to our immigration law. And if it's just a friend that you've got a special relationship with,
baby. Let's get special.
That doesn't work. That's not going to get you in.
That's a shame.
Well,
because I was halfway there, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the way the law is.
So, listen up. You better check out the words of my man, James Ziegler. Respect.